Hey, it's your boy Johnny, and this
Hey
is the
guys.
Funko Friends podcast, episode 72. Today on episode 72, we have the amazing
Headless Ned Stark. Welcome.
welcome.
What's up?
welcome.
Thank you.
Hi
Thank you
there,
for having
guys,
me,
in the chat. Yeah, of course. Hope everybody's having a nice Saturday so far. We had a crazy winter storm yesterday, thunder and lightning and snow.
And wind.
And lots of wind. And today it's absolutely gorgeous outside. So anyways, I'm hoping you guys are having a good weekend. All right, sweetie.
Just want to say hi to a couple people in the chat.
So far we got Funko. That's always a tongue twister, that one. Ryan Milky, TJ Eagles, Farts and Drones. I never heard that one before. That's really cool. Hi. Brian and Jing, hello.
Bees popping.
Yeah, that's
welcome.
bees, yeah.
Soul Bus Pops and Down
Yeah,
Under
hi, Soul Bless.
Collectibles. Welcome, guys.
Yes, welcome.
So
Good
let's
to see you.
let's get into these questions. So, how did you come up with your YouTube name?
Yeah. So Headless Ned Stark. It's back when I started collecting Funko, it was always my my grail, and unfortunately, that was my first year at the San Diego Comic-Con, and I did not have any clue what I was doing, so I was unable to get it then. And just being a huge Game of Thrones fan, and I don't know, it just kind of clicked, and since then I have acquired him, so that was exciting. I got that last year.
Very cool.
So yeah, I mean that's basically what it was. And when I started the YouTube channel, I always knew I wanted to do something with Game of Thrones. Although at the time the series had ended, and I was kind of stuck a little bit with content, and I knew I wanted to bring Funko into it as well. And then that's in my second. Well, actually, my top love is probably Star Wars. So I kind of decided to blend the two, hence the background. So. But yeah, so that's pretty much how I did it. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
No, that's awesome. I love that.
So what YouTube channels do you like and look up to or get inspiration from?
Yeah. So I'm a big fan of Star Wars Theory. He's got over 3 million subs. Den of Nerds with Josh. They are probably the two that motivated me the most to start this whole thing. And as far as like Funko channels, Beer Pop with Adam, I mean his channel is awesome. And just Game of Thrones wise, it's tough because again the content isn't there right now with House of Dragon. Kind of we're waiting for it, but there are a couple Talking Thrones and also Sir Hunt's reviews.
Oh, okay. Those are pretty cool. Talking Throne, that's a cool name for a channel.
Yeah, he's
great.
So you're waiting?
What was that?
Okay, I was just gonna say you're waiting on another part of Game of Thrones to come out. Is that what I'm hearing?
Well, House of Dragon.
House of Dragon. Sorry.
Game of Thrones is done.
Sorry. I meant to say House of Dragon. Okay, so you're kind of in the middle of that.
It's the prequel, and now we're just waiting for season 2 to drop, which could probably be like it'll probably be another 2 years, unfortunately.
Oh, God.
2 years? You must be
well, a year and a half. Like the rumor is that it probably won't drop until like next fall, like not in 2024, which stinks. But there's high hopes though, because there's a lot of different things in development from George R.R. Martin. The rumors are that Jon Snow will be making a return to his own show, and and that would be like after the fact, right? So that'll be after Game of Thrones. So there's a chance other characters that are still alive at that point could make a return as well. So yeah, right now the channel's heavy in Star Wars. We just had the House of the Dragon NFT drop. You guys do NFTs?
No.
You don't do the
NFTs? We got a little too late to the game. I wanted Iron Maiden and she wanted My Little Pony.
Yeah.
But we missed out on both those.
We were interested though, for sure.
Yeah.
And plus, when they first came out, I was like, no, don't go into it, because you hear all these people with their NFTs and all the other stuff that was happening, you know, like bad people that, not bad people, but people that were looking out to screw people over, right? So I was like, I'm not sure, and I don't know enough about NFTs to make an investment, you know?
Yeah.
But we're kind of into it.
Yeah.
If you guys ever need help with that, you want to set anything up, I can definitely help you. It's pretty easy once you get knowing, after you know what you're doing. You know, once you get it signed up, you kind of understand what exactly is happening. Yeah, so just reach out. I can definitely help you with that.
Okay, thank you. I love that for future.
Just want to say hi to a couple more people. Arcade Pop and Adventures with Victoria.
Oh, hey there, Victoria.
We're having her on the show very soon.
Yes, I know that. We'll see you later.
How long have you been making YouTube videos for?
So I started during COVID. And I kind of so I'm a school teacher, so we had a break, and I kind of found that I enjoyed editing videos, which now I don't say that as much, but I did enjoy them back then when the videos were a little shorter, and I was doing it for the kids in my classes just to kind of help them keep engaged and stuff. And so I kind of started dabbling a little bit with it, making some shorter videos before shorts was even a thing, and just kind of filming things whenever it happened. But really kind of started deep diving into it back in 2021. And it just, trying to balance a full-time job and doing this is very difficult. And I did it for about 2.5 months or so. And I kind of it was so much, and I just couldn't do it anymore. So I basically took about the next 7-8 months off and kind of trying to figure out what I wanted to do. And about a year later, so this would be about a year ago at this point, maybe a little more, I decided to kind of jump back in and really try it. But I wanted to do it the right way this time, because I really I didn't really edit my videos. I kind of just recorded and put them up there. And when a video is 25 minutes long and there's a lot of dead time, it's you guys probably watch videos, and it's hard to hold people's attention. So I really kind of dove into what programs they're good to use, what editing software out there that isn't crazy expensive. And one thing led to another, and now I've been doing it for a solid 13 months in a row or so. And I have a podcast as well that I try to drop every Thursday. I've actually taken a couple weeks off of that. So I drop a podcast every Thursday, and you can find that it's just Headless Not Stark podcast. And I'm going 13 months now, and I'm pretty consistent now with dropping videos. And I do 2 live streams minimum a week, and with special stuff Mandalorian just came out, so I'm doing an extra day there, and just going on lives and just hanging. And it's the best part, really. I honestly like this kind of communication between you guys. I mean, I chat with you guys all the time on Instagram or whatever, but being able to actually be face to face, and I've had you guys on my channel before, and that was awesome. And this is really what I like to do the most. So met a lot of tons of great people. So that's probably the best part.
I definitely have to say, though, kudos to pushing yourself to full-time job, and trying to do lives and then your podcast. It's very inspiring that you can do it all.
Yeah, even today, I woke up 9:00, and I'm just kind of chill today, and I knew I was coming on this, and then I actually have another live at 8:30 tonight. And what do I do all day? 7 straight hours just making thumbnails. I made an intro video for something else that I'm working on, and before I know it, 7 hours, my wife's like, "Are we gonna watch Survivor today or no?" So we ended up watching half of it. I got half of it in today. It's very time consuming. It's very time consuming. But here's the thing: if I didn't enjoy doing it, I wouldn't do it. So this is why I feel like YouTube maybe hates me a little bit because of the algorithm. Because I'm not just Funko. I'm not just Star Wars. I do some gaming. I do Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon. I did Willow breakdowns. This Is Us. So I feel like that probably hurts my channel a little bit because of the algorithm, because they kind of like want you to stick with one thing. But again, like if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do the stuff that I enjoy. So that's kind of how I built this channel.
Variety is the spice of life, my friend.
All right, we just want to say hi to a few more people that just jumped into the chat.
Okay, let's see. Who do we got here? We have I already said Arcade, but hey, Arcade, anyway. It's always nice to say hi twice. Okay, Two Dirty Hands Woodwork.
Welcome.
I can't wait to see what he's been doing with his woodwork lately. That would be really cool. Because remember, he talked about it?
Yep.
Okay, we got Baby Ice. Hi there.
Yeah.
Two boys in their scary pops.
Welcome.
Welcome. Dangerous Jobbers. Hey, how's it going? And I think I got everybody so far. Everybody. Welcome, guys. Good to see you.
So our next question is, what makes your channel unique and special in your eyes? What do you bring to the table?
Yeah. I think the fact that I just kind of do a lot. I guess like I said, I probably do too much. Because I mean, Funko, yes. I also do Legos. I do Hot Toys. I have Hasbro Black figures. I do I do some gaming with Hogwarts and that kind of stuff, and Game of Thrones, Star Wars, and then I'll hit the other popular stuff too. Maybe it's not as hard, but I do enjoy doing movie reviews as well, and I do that with my co-host Ryan Melky. We do that Sundays and Mondays. But yeah, I think it's like I said, I'm not really focused just on one thing. I do enjoy to bring several different aspects to the channel, and like I said, I mean, sometimes I think it hurts me a little bit as far as gaining subscribers or getting the content out there, into YouTube land. But again, I would rather do this and do things I enjoy than try to stick with one thing where I just struggle trying to come up with content or just get bored. So
yeah.
Okay. I got you. We're just gonna quickly say hi to John Kavanagh. Hey there, Johnny's dad.
Oh, nice.
I know we rock.
So we're moving out of YouTube and we're gonna jump into Funko. What was your first Funko Pop you ever collected?
My first Funko Pop was the Common Rey from The Force Awakens. Was my first Funko Pop, and it's actually a funny story though, because that year we were going to San Diego Comic-Con, and I have a friend who big time autograph collector for sports, right? So he he has so much, and I was like, oh, it's kind of cool. Like, but I'm into sports as well, but not into like the autograph part of it. Like, for me, it's more like movies and TV. So I was like, you know what? We're going to San Diego Comic-Con, and J.J. Abrams is bringing The Force Awakens. They're going to have a panel. Oh, I'll just bring a pop. I'll just get it autographed. How hard could it be? Yeah, and it's a lot harder than that. Because I remember I brought like all of them. I bought Finn, I bought Poe, I bought Kylo and Rey, and I'm like, I'm going to get them all autographed. And to say that I left disappointed is an understatement. But now I understand what it takes to get autographs and what kind of cons to go to, and so. But yeah, that was my first one ever. Was that one? And I still have it somewhere.
Okay.
So our next question is a Funko you would like to see made that they haven't made yet.
Like as far as a series, or like just like
general. In general, like what pop that you really want.
Yeah, I mean, I don't understand why we have not gotten. Actually, there's a couple pops.
Okay.
Probably the top of my list, and I just don't understand why they haven't made this. So I collect Masters of the Universe pops. I have almost all of them. It's like I'm not a completionist at all, but that's one set where I have literally almost all of them. Now I don't really collect commons, so I don't have any of the commons except for maybe two, unless it's a Grail like the original He-Man or She-Ra. But I don't understand how we don't have a Tila Funko Pop. I don't understand it. I don't know what they're waiting for.
Tila?
Tila.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a good.
They have Evil Lynn.
Okay.
They have the Sorceress, but they do not have Tila. Yeah, it's really interesting that they don't have that character. And then as far as and one more would be Duchess Satine from the Clone Wars.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Yeah, they've never
Maybe
made
they're
that
just
character.
working on it.
Let's
Okay.
hope so. Well, it's funny. Last year,
There's so many.
it's funny because last year I met Anna Graves, and she's the voice actress of Duchess Satine. And again, it's an animated show for Star Wars. And I was talking to her there at this con, and I was like, how like does no one ever reached out to you? Because she doesn't have any figures. And she's like, it doesn't really work like that. I don't really have to okay anything because I don't own Lucasfilm. And I asked her, I'm like, so you have never heard of anything or anyone like ever saying like, is one coming maybe or something? She said no. But yeah, it's interesting because I told her, I'm like, I would love to get her to sign one. But yeah, actually, she is so nice. At this con, I actually, when I was sitting there with getting her autograph and just talking with her a little bit, I was in the podcast room. This is like when I just had started the channel. Like I was gonna be 3 months in. I didn't even have 100 subs yet, and I was just talking to her. I told her I was trying to I was an up and coming YouTuber, right? And she was gracious enough to come into the podcast room and let me do like a 10-minute interview with her for the channel. So that was cool. Yeah. That was probably the biggest interview I've had. Yeah,
that is lucky. That's so good.
That was awesome. Yeah, and she's awesome, and she's so nice. Yeah, it was awesome though.
Yeah, I like those kind of people that are so nice. Like we've had voice actors on our show, and the ones we've had on our show are like the nicest, the down to earth.
Yeah, Jinx. Yeah, It was really really cool. We've had, and when I got my Beauty and the Beast. By O'Hara.
Yeah, Catherine.
Was it
O'Hara?
Are you sure it's
I'm
Catherine?
Sure.
Because Catherine O'Hara, I believe, is the lady that Sally from The Nightmare Before Christmas.
No,
yeah.
The same lady. Yeah. Oh God. Okay. Anyway, she was so down to earth and nice, and took the time to answer my question. Like, so how'd you meet Ariel? And she went on and on
for half an hour.
Yeah. There was no line for her. I was lucky. But I was like, I never thought I would meet like the person that plays Belle from Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
Something I grew up with way down the line, it was a really nice experience. So when you do meet these people, and they're so down to earth, it's such a nice experience, right?
Yeah. I've met so many voice actors. I mean, so many. Just the top of the list though was Anna, and then I mean Ashley Eckstein is amazing, who plays Ahsoka. And I'll tell you what, I met Steve Burns, who was Steve in Blue's Clues. Oh, dude is hilarious. Just the nicest guy you will ever meet. Such a nice guy. I mean, and Tom Kenny, who's SpongeBob, amazing guy. Yeah. Just absolutely amazing. Some of those voice actors. Yeah, so I know exactly what you're talking about.
Okay.
I just want to say really quickly, hi, Kenneth Bird.
Hey there, Kenneth.
And
good to see you.
Victoria, I can actually get a pop made of myself at LA. In LA, they have a place that you can customize Funko Pops.
Oh yes, that would be really cool. Actually, I would die to see that. Yeah, it was pretty exciting. Thank you, Victoria.
So,
how many? Me and my wife both did that last year at the Funko in Hollywood. We both made our pops.
Yeah, I was going to say in Hollywood, right? Yeah.
We both did it.
It's pretty cool for that.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
They have a lot of options. I heard they don't have them like a massive amount of options.
They definitely have enough. The weird thing is that like, okay, so I had my guy dual lightsabers, but they're both the same color. Like you couldn't make like different colors. It gets weird, that kind of stuff is weird. There's enough though. Then you can get like a little pet that's like really, really small. So you can get like a dog or cat or whatever you want to do if you want one next to you. So, but yeah, I mean, it's cool. I mean, it's for me, it's a one-time thing. So,
right.
Yeah, I never mind going to Hollywood for anything else. I just want to go to get a Funko made.
I'll tell you what.
They'll have one that is started in Canada. That would be cool. Sorry, what did you say?
I'm just saying there's not a lot more to do in that area anyways, to be honest with you.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Quick Draw McGraw, welcome.
Quick Draw, good to see you.
So how many Funkos do you own in your collection?
Oh, oof. It's funny.
Rough number.
It's funny. Like 2 weeks ago, I finally started updating the PPG again. I think it was at one. I think I'm just under 200 at this point, like 198 or something like that. So pretty much like 200. I'm sure I missed a couple as well, but yeah, just about 200. I've definitely gotten more picky over the last year and a half in Funkos, though. Yeah, I
was
really
just gonna ask pickier.
Yeah, 200 is not that much.
Yeah,
no, it's not. But when you buy $900 Lego sets, it's like you gotta make a decision.
You gotta balance it out. Yes.
But out of those 200 pops, because I'll be honest with you, like the reason why I did get into Funko Pop collecting to begin with is for autographs. So at this point I have 110 autographed out of those 200 Funko Pops.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, I see the difference. Yeah. Like we have tons of Funko Pops behind us, but how many do we have signed?
Two.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty much what I've like the last 3, even before COVID though, but the last like year and a half, because we missed cons so much, because of COVID and all that. Yeah. And I went to like 7 or 8 cons last year, and I already have 5 scheduled for this year. So I that's kind of what I'm doing. That's kind of what I do. And I'm looking at my Star Wars section right now. I mean, probably close to half of them are signed, and I have probably 80 of them. So
yeah, congrats on that.
Thank you.
It's hard, not easy to do.
It is. It definitely is. Yeah. Kind of got to hunt these guys down and some of these cons that like you would never think you would even be going to,
No, absolutely. And I've seen the lineups. It's dedication to stay and sit in the line for quite a while to get a signed autographed Funko Pop, right?
Yeah. I was in a line for a good hour and a half.
Yeah. A good hour and a half. You and Simon.
4.5 hours for Rosario Dawson.
Oh wow!
Oh my God,
that's crazy.
That's good. You got patience, I must say.
Did you have snacks, and did you bring a chair?
No, but I told my buddy who I went with. I said, he's like, are you gonna eat today? Because it's like 4:00. He's like, you haven't eaten all day. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, just bring me something small. I'm like, just bring me like 3 beers though. Cause I'm gonna be here for a while.
You're just sitting there in line. You're like,
seriously, people look at me like I don't even care. Got my Headless Nest shirt, my Headless Nest Sark hoodie on, and I'm like, that's fine.
subscribe. Doing a little workout there too.
That's right. Here we go. Subscribe. Beer. I've actually at cons. When I sit down and actually take a break, I bought a couple people a beer. I'm like, if they tell me they subscribe, I'm talking to them, and if they tell me they subscribe, I'm like, I might go get a beer. I'll bring them a beer. I don't know. I appreciate it. It's hard to get subs out there.
I know, right?
Yeah.
But that's what you're going to be doing in the future too. Like when we go to cons, he has his own cards now, done. They're really well made, put together, and they're going to be trying to
hand them out.
Yeah, which I think is a great idea when you go to these cons. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, yours are really well done too.
Very clean.
Yeah, it's very clean.
Yeah, again, and I put the QR code then for like my link tree, so it's kind of cool. So here,
try that. Yeah.
It didn't work for you?
Yeah.
Why not?
I don't know. It said error and put the QR code on. I was like, oh, okay, cool.
We're gonna fix.
So I just put the social
on. Yeah. Oh, the socials. Yeah.
Oh, it's a Mississauga company that in my area. It's cheaper for shipping.
Yeah. I literally went to like Staples, and I showed them what I wanted. I sent it to them, and I said I want this background to be black. I just gave them the thing, and yeah, that's pretty much it. But
oh wow, I didn't know Staples did that.
Yeah, it's not that expensive either. I think I got like 500, maybe $40. It was a good deal.
Oh wow,
it was a good deal. Yeah,
it is a good deal.
Mm-hmm.
I got 100 for 50.
100 for 50. Yes, I remember.
Yeah, dude, like I got like 3 of these filled. I'm like, now I need 500. I'm like, he's gonna take. like it's gonna take me 10 years to pass all those out.
Yeah, that's true, I guess. But thank you for the tip, because maybe I don't know if Canadian Staples does it, but we can always check it out, right?
Yeah.
So next question: most and least valued Funko Pop in your collection, if you know. If you don't know, we'll move on.
I'm pretty sure my highest valued right now is my Headless Nut Stark. If it's not that, then it's going to end up being my Sith Trooper from San Diego Comic-Con. When it debuted, I guess. I'm trying to pull up the app actually right now because I know those kind of bounce back and forth on me a little bit.
Okay.
All right, so right now Headless is $1150. The Sith Trooper is $1100. So they're right next to each other.
Oh.
Yeah. And then my next one after that would be Boba Fett, the New York Comic Con exclusive that came with a bag that was dropped, like nobody even knew it was coming, and so that one is up there too. My least favorite or my least valued, I mean, my gosh, it's probably that Ray. Okay, so according to this, now see, you gotta take this with a grain of salt because it says Ninum, who's a Star Wars character, but it's autographed, so I can't count that.
Okay.
And then my next one is Jyn Erso, but that's also autographed by Felicity Jones.
Oh.
So it's probably the one I have right there. Actually, out of box is my Kylo Ren Unmasked from The Last Jedi.
Okay.
That's my least one. That's why it's out of the box. See.
What's the number?
Number.
No, I mean, like, what's the price? What?
$8.
$8. Okay.
Yeah,
I still got the record for $1 pop.
Yeah, those littles, right?
Yeah. I have 2 Office Minis that are $1 each.
Oh, like the minis. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it's horrible. I was like, wow, $1.
No, that was good.
Like all the other Office minis are more than $1. Like
for
15,
whatever reason,
20.
those ones were not popular, right? Yeah.
So, okay, our next question is: is your collection a hobby or addiction at this point?
Man, that's a good question. It definitely it used to be an addiction because I used to like not be able to go like a couple of days without getting something. But honestly, like at this point, because I definitely am more picky because I do collect Hot Toys and Legos as well, and that can get expensive. Oh, I really do collect really only things I really, really want. Like even this year, I've only picked up 2 Funko Pops. I got one coming, but that's basically it, in 3 months, or 2 months, but the Caraxes from House of the Dragon, and then Anakin, or not Anakin. There's a new Obi-Wan Kenobi pop coming from Clone Wars, that from Entertainment Earth. That's on its way right now. And I'm trying to think what the heck was the third one. Oh, one I haven't got yet. It's the Rhaenyra Targaryen from House of the Dragon, the diamond pop. So, I guess that's a lie because I did pick up a couple other ones like Corlys. I picked up Viserys because I thought I was getting autographed, and it got shipped. He was actually in a con. I don't know if Ryan's still in the chat or not. It was either last weekend or this weekend. He's actually at a con in Germany. And for some reason, I sent a way to get that autograph because I don't know. Some of these guys who are in Game of Thrones, they all live overseas, and I was like, I just don't know if they'll ever come to America. So it's like those I kind of send away for if I can. And I sent away for that thing back in I think it was like October, and I just got it back in January because they said they couldn't get the autographs. But I'm like, well, the con wasn't even until March. I'm like, I don't know. It's weird how it worked. But they sent it back with nothing on it. It's unfortunate, but yes, I guess I picked up like 4 or 5 this year so far. But yeah, I would say it's more of a hobby.
That's good.
Go ahead, Sweetie.
I mean, the autograph part might be the addiction now.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I get what you're saying. You started just having Funkos, and now you're like more interested in getting them autograph.
I'm the same. I'm waiting for what is it? I just told you.
There's a whole bunch that you're
waiting for,
but
Anime North is coming, and I'm a big anime fan.
Yes.
So I'm gonna get a whole bunch of my anime pops signed, and I'm super excited about that.
We were going to go to a different one, but you were like, I'm not as.
Yeah, we're gonna go to the Comic-Con in Toronto, but like there was nobody that I really cared to go to see.
And then
so I was like, screw it. I'm not going to this one. I'm gonna save my money for the Anime North so I can get more signatures.
And you're more excited, and I'm more excited now that I know what they offer. But anyway, just want to say hi to Little J Life Vlogs.
Welcome.
Hey there.
And I just want to say to Victoria, there are. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
All right, Victoria, the Minion Pops. There's a couple of them that are pretty up there in price. She says Minion Pops are only $1.
Always check them on your app because it changes.
Victoria,
sometimes.
I don't think she has the app, but there is a Funko app where you can scan the code at the bottom of the box and it'll tell you the value.
Yeah, you never know. You gotta keep up with that stuff.
Yeah.
Now I was just gonna say, if you guys ever have a chance to make it to New York Comic-Con, they have 30-40 voice actors like that from anime and different series that you guys could probably get a ton signed. Like last year there were so many anime voice actors in New York. So if you guys ever get a chance to get over there, or you could even ship them to me and I'll get them for you. But
yeah,
that's our best bet though, because we're right near Niagara Falls, and Niagara Falls right near New York. It wouldn't be the hardest trip to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think me, you, and Simon are planning to go up there
to drive
1 year.
Yeah,
it's a great con.
I have to download the app. Thank you guys. Yeah, you're welcome, Victoria.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Favorite? Do you collect sodas? Before I ask this question,
I have 0 sodas.
Okay, never mind then.
Okay.
It's Funko Pops are enough. I couldn't do it. Yeah, it's just another thing, and yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, I know. Once you start, you can't stop.
Hey, BK Fibs, welcome. Long time. Umpty, welcome.
And Umpty. Hey. Good to see you guys.
Oh. Okay, I want your opinion on this. Because you don't collect them, you might have an opinion on these. So what do you think about Funko taking off the numbers of the front of the sodas? You think it's stupid?
I think it's terrible, and I think it's, I mean, if they're gonna do that, then I guess it's gonna be considered just a common, right? I mean, but like, I don't know why. I don't know what the point is, unless they. I mean, I don't know. I think it's stupid. I also think it's stupid when they make 25,000 of one. But again, if that's considered what a common is,
But I think they're getting called. I think they're getting called out for the wrong numbers. Like there's this amount in this country, this amount in this country, and they're getting flack for it. Like it's not an actual numbered count because there's so many more.
The math isn't accurate.
Yeah, the math is not there.
And that's very disappointing and annoying, to be honest. It's like, why do it? Why put that there? Not even accurate, in my opinion, too. I'm on the same side as you guys for that.
I don't understand.
Hey there, Tad.
I don't understand how they're charging $18 for a soda either.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
It's 20. It's 25 down here.
Is it 25 now?
Yeah, it's 25.
I haven't bought a soda in a while.
Soda's down for here. It sucks.
Wasn't it 22?
Nah, it was for a while.
I have not bought a soda in a while. So Jesus, 25 bucks. Ew. Okay. Go ahead.
So, what is your favorite line of Funko Pop?
I mean, probably Star Wars. I mean, that's my biggest collection. Like I said, Masters Universe and Game of Thrones is right behind it. So those are definitely the big three, and then after that would be like Transformers and horror. I mean, I do have Marvel too, but not as many. Like there's so many Marvel Pops. I mean, geez. But all my Marvel Pops are autographed, which is awesome.
Right.
That's really cool, actually. Kind of jealous.
Just want to tell Victoria, it's not an actual soda where you drink. It's a. It looks like a soda, but there's a figure inside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like what 18 for a soda.
You see the soda he's drinking right there in his hand? Kind of looks like that, but
with a figure in
with
it.
a fun figure.
Kind of looks like that.
Yeah.
And one twist the
Yeah.
top, or no, or is it the bottom? I don't even remember. I think I'm going to open one
It's the
soda.
top.
It's a
It's
top.
on the top, yeah. Yeah.
And sometimes you get commons, and sometimes
You get a chase, so it's a limited edition.
It's a little more special.
Yeah.
It's okay, Victoria.
It's all good. Do you like the look of the new NFT House of Dragon Funko Pops?
Yeah, I do. Fantastic, dude. Gotta love it, man. Dude, that Eamon, I can't wait to see that in hand. You know, it might be 3 years, but I can't wait to get it. It takes from around to ship them, but yeah, I like all of them. I mean, actually, the Grail I think is the worst out of the group. I mean, it's kind of blah, but you know, I think I have 2 packs left to open. I'm trying to decide if I want to sell them. Huh?
So when they drop like an NFT like this, do you go hardcore and like buy like 20 to 30 packs or?
Yeah, for House of the Dragon and Game of Thrones were the 2 biggest ones I went for. Most of the time I buy maybe, I don't know, like what do we say? I try to get in there twice. So what is that? That would be if you count standards. If you're just counting only standard packs, so what is that? 6. So I usually buy like 12 packs if we're counting standards only. But these packs I went over 40 each. Yeah, I went crazy for House of the Dragon and Game of Thrones.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
That's awesome.
But I've also sold some of them back at this point too, because I have picked up every legendary, and I got 2 of the royalty. The only thing I'm missing is the Grail. I've yet to pull one of all these pulls, but yeah,
that sucks.
I know. I should have bought Danny when I had the chance. When Game of Thrones dropped, it was like going for like around 200. Now it's like over 400. It's crazy.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
You live and you learn, I guess.
Yeah.
So what was your first Funko chase in your collection, if you have any?
So the first one I found in the wild, like not actually buying off eBay or something like that. The first one I found was the Georgie Pennywise chase. The Georgie with his arm missing. So that was the first one. I've since sold that part of my collection. I don't have any of the Pennywise stuff anymore. But yeah, that was my first one.
Right.
I don't have many chases, to be honest with you. I only have maybe 1, 2. I bet you I only have like 8 chases, but they're good ones.
Yeah, we don't have that much. We're really picky with our chases. There's not much music chases to be out there. Like I collect a lot of music, and there's only a little bit of chases.
And sometimes they're not easy to find too.
Yeah.
Anime chases are so freaking hard to find because they're gone in seconds.
Yep.
Yeah, I've only seen like 2 chases ever, and I think twice I've seen them. And the one I just didn't want it. Like I'm like I could buy it, but I just didn't want it. You know.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
I have a lot of friends that are like no chase left behind. So any chase ever, they'll pick it up. I'm not like that. I collect what I collect, and I'm not picking it up if it's not in my collection.
Yeah,
Reach their own, maybe.
Right? Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. You kind of answered this, but I'll change it up. So, what I have here is how many signed pops do you have in your collection? You kind of answered that about 150. You said.
It's about 110.
So I'll change it to your favorite signed Funko Pop.
Well, that's good.
It's tough, man, because I got one right here.
Excuse me.
I mean, my favorite is. It's tough because like there's one in the basement with my marble selection that is by far my favorite one, probably. But these 2 are sitting right here. So I got my Mark Hamill. This was actually the first one I ever got autographed. So there's Luke.
That's Luke Skywalker.
And then Natalie Portman.
Oh, Natalie Portman.
Yeah.
As
And then in the basement, I have Robert Downey Jr. and Iron Man, and then he signed it. I am Iron Man, so it's pretty cool.
Oh, that's gonna be too.
Yeah,
that kind of.
Was that
you showed me those Funko Pops? Kind of remembered that video you made of how you package a box.
Oh yeah.
I really enjoyed that. That was really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't send them. I try not to send them off flattened if I don't have to, but sometimes the different convention or the different people that usually if they go overseas, that's usually when you have to do it because they don't want to pay for the extra price. It's easier for them to carry them. So, but yeah.
Okay. Quick Draw says, how many of those signed pops did you get in person?
Ooh, good question.
I would say out of 110. I think all of them, but maybe I probably have sent away for 15. And again, a lot of it was during COVID when I couldn't go to conventions. Just people I didn't think I'd ever meet. Well, it's funny too, because Chris Evans is now coming to cons, but Chris Evans was one of them I sent away for. I just figured, Chris Evans is such a big star and the name is there. And why would he ever do a convention? But he did. He's doing it now. So like Chris Hemsworth I sent away for during COVID. Robert Downey Jr. I sent away for, again, why would Robert Downey Jr. ever go to a convention,
Yeah.
But yeah, I would say most of them, honestly. I think I've probably sent away for 15 to 20, I guess. Probably closer to the 15 number. Because it does get more expensive because you are definitely paying the premium because when you're paying the company to do it, you always have to pay for a quote or a character name that way. Whereas most of the time, even though things are changing, most of the time the actors will do at least the character name. Sometimes hit or miss on the quotes. It just really depends how long their line is. But it's funny because when I met Rosario in Columbus back in December, she put a quote on there. She put character name, everything for just a straight cost. Now she's charging an extra $40 for quotes.
Oh,
unfortunately. Wow. Yeah. So, I mean, that's kind of where they're headed with the bigger stars because it does take longer, but it is what it is.
So when you get your when you send in pops to get signed, do you get the PSA with it or do you have to do that separately?
Yeah, they usually charge you $10 for it.
Oh, okay. Then it's not that bad. Okay.
I don't like that as much. The experience is more exciting to me.
Where you get to meet the person. Yeah.
I mean, I guess some of them, like you said, COVID, or some people don't do cons and stuff. So, and you really want it, I guess, you'd send away if you really want it badly. But me personally, I guess because it was my first experience with Belle, that I was like, wow, I want to do this again, or with some other Funko Pop in the future. It's just so much nicer to actually be, a couple feet away from them and talking to them, stuff like that.
I agree 100%. And like you said, during COVID, this is why I think that's more my addiction. But when you see some names pop up, like Robert Downey Jr. popped up, and I'm like, man, why would he ever do a con? I felt like it was my only opportunity to ever get it, and I had all my other Marvel ones signed, and he was literally the only one on the stand that's not signed. So I felt like I had to do it. And another one that's like Sarah Michelle Gellar. I've never seen her at a con, and I had the Buffy SDCC pop, and I also have her the Seventh Sister from Rebels. And again, so my Rebels section is all autographed because I got it done at Star Wars Celebration in Chicago in 2019. She's that's the only one that was missing. Well, and Dave Filoni for Chopper, but I'll probably never get that. But she's the only one sitting there, and I'm like, I had a chance to send them both away to get them both done, so I just decided to do it because I just didn't think she'd ever do a con. I mean, she may when she gets older, but yeah, those are the ones I send away for people that like Ashley Eckstein, Giancarlo Esposito. These guys go to cons all the time. I would never send away for those. Yeah.
Okay.
But no, I agree 100%. Yep, it's way more fun to actually talk to them. Yeah, and like I said, then you can get the quotes usually, you know. And I mean, I try to do in almost all my Funko Pops if they're willing to do it. I mean, I've paid for a couple quotes here and there, but really not until like this year did I see that these actors are actually charging for quotes now. It kind of stinks, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I hear you. Just want to say hi. We got Simon in the chat.
Hey, Simon.
Hey there. Hope you're having a good weekend.
Our moderator / co-host sometimes.
Yeah. He's graced us with his presence. So hello. And we got Hawaiian 5-0. Aloha.
Yeah.
Hope you're enjoying your weekend too. Thank you for stopping in.
So our next question is, what is your favorite place to shop for Funkos?
Probably cons, to be honest with you, nowadays. I really don't go to stores anymore and buy them. If I want it, I'll either do the pre-order or I'll just get it off of eBay or whatever, or off a Facebook group. But really, as far as actual shopping, I do like going to cons, because you do find some older stuff. I mean, you definitely find the newer stuff that like they're just trying to get rid of, right? But like you can definitely find some older pops, which makes it kind of cool.
Right.
Okay. We also got Andy Blaze in the chat.
Welcome.
Thank you for coming in.
So our next question is, what is your worst and best experience shopping for Funkos?
Well, I'll tell you what, when I was, so this is a while ago. This is like maybe 18, 17. This is 6 years ago, when I was trying to find my first chase, going to FYE every freaking morning, and then them just saying, "Oh, we can't open them now. We're too busy." I'm like, dude, I'm the only one in the store. Like, what are you possibly doing right now that you can't go in the back and get a box out? I mean, and eventually I did get that Georgie chase. That's what I was going after. I just wanted to get a chase, you know, because I never had one. And so that was terrible, because that took like 10 straight days of me just getting up in the morning and just going up there and hounding this poor lady, you know. And finally she ended up saying, "Boy, you're just persistent, aren't you?" I'm like, "Yes, I need to get it." And you know, then you know, 6 months later I just ended up getting rid of it, but you know, whatever. So that was pretty terrible. My best experience, oh man, at a store. That's tough. I don't know. I mean,
like good customer service, or just they always have what they're looking for.
Yeah, I mean, Hot Topics, the ones by me are okay. They're always really nice. They're just the line gets ridiculous on those drop days, you know. It's just like any other Hot Topic, I'm sure.
Oh yeah. Same here.
But besides that, like they probably are the friendliest people that when I go up there. So I'd say Hot Topic probably.
We have a couple of friends that know who we are. Not Target.
Yeah, I heard Target's not good.
Our Walmart ain't too good either.
Yeah. Baby Ice, we're gonna be asking that question a little later in the show. But we'll get to that question.
Okay,
So our next question is, what do you think about the news regarding Funko boxes being dumped at the landfill?
I don't understand.
Couldn't believe this.
I mean,
It's shocking.
I like when I first saw it, I'm like, is this? I just felt like it was fake news. Like I was like, well, they just like there's a big pile and someone's like just making the story up. I mean, I don't understand it. Like, first of all, that's not good for the earth. All that plastic like that, right? I don't know. I mean, but this is the problem that Funko's in right now, is that they're overproducing. You know,
Two Boys says it's
more
fake
limited
news.
pieces.
Well, then what was that? Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Okay, so Eric just says fake news, but what was that video you showed me then? There was actual boxes, guys.
Yeah,
taped closed, like just piled in landfills.
And the guy read it out, and he said it was those stupid games that Funko made. What are they called?
They were like
the board games.
Anybody know what they're called?
I forget what they're called. Funkoverse, yeah, thank you.
They said that that's what was
that
in the
was
boxes.
yeah, that was
That's still a lot of waste. It's still ridiculous. They couldn't give it away to charity or something. I mean, in the landfills.
It's all the Hulks. It's all the Walmart Hulks. That's great.
And Quick Draw says it wasn't the first time they did that.
Yeah. That's what I heard.
That's terrifying. I had no idea. And
that's how they make her Pops exclusives.
Yeah, okay. But anyway, what were you saying?
No, I was just saying, like, that's the problem that Funko has right now, is that they're just overproducing. I mean, if that story really is true, and they are throwing away all that much product, and they couldn't get rid of it even on their the little warehouse sale they did, which is a whole other conversation. But I don't know. This is why they make more limited pieces. I don't know. I don't understand what they're doing.
Oh my God. Okay, Quick Draw. I was just saying, he says, yeah, give your trash to no one wants to charity. I don't know. I don't know if that Funko verse thing was fun to play. Maybe it is fun. Maybe someone would enjoy it.
I heard it's hard. It's difficult to learn at first, and when you learn it, it becomes fun. But I don't know.
But we don't fully know what else is in those boxes. It has to be stuff that doesn't sell, right? Or something. There's got to be people that would like it out there. I'm just saying. Maybe I'm out to lunch about the whole charity thing. Somebody's got to want it in this world. There's billions of people out there, and to just throw it in landfills, I don't know. It irks me. It really does. What do we got here? Victoria says, exactly, Dee. There are so many places with the kids that would love them. Children's hospitals and abused women's shelters, for example. I 100% agree. Those are good places. And again, like I said, maybe you don't like it, but you don't know. Maybe somebody else wants it. To each their own. But and then Simon says, reminds me of the clothing company that got caught throwing away unsold clothing in the dumpster during Christmas. Oh my God, that's even worse. This is what I'm saying. Like, really, guys? Give it to people that are in need? That's a pretty bad story, Simon. I didn't know about that. But anyways, yeah, that's just what we've heard. And then them saying that they've done more is mind-blowing. So yeah, exactly, Eric. One man's trash is another one's treasure. All his clothing, Simon says.
Oh, wow.
See, that's despicable. That kind of behavior really irks me. But anyway, yeah, so you didn't like what you saw or heard? Because they're all talking about it in the Funko community about someone finding.
Yeah.
Someone that works at the landfill did a video on it, right?
No, dropping off something, and he saw them, and he's like, what the hell?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I would really like to see what...
Yeah. So we're going to jump out of Funkos, and we're going to jump into video games. So what's your favorite video game?
Of all time?
Of all time.
Of all time.
Oh, man. That's tough. I mean, the game I've played probably the most times all the way through was probably Super Mario 64.
So good.
It's so good. But man, I remember I'd come home because I served and bartended through college, and I remember coming home and we would just play GoldenEye to the morning. I mean, that's all we did. It's tough for me to pick either. I mean, I love the Legend of Zelda games too, but for me, like those two games, it's the massive replay value on those two games were so good. I mean, I still have my N64. Every so often, I'll just be like, I need to play some Mario 64, and then I don't put it away till I beat it because I just want to beat all of it, Yeah. So I would say probably those two games.
Okay. Just want to say hi to Marvel Cuphead. Thank you for joining us.
So our next question is, what kind of video games do you like to play?
So as I've gotten older, I've definitely gone away from sport games because I was big into sports games in my probably my late 20s, early 30s. and it's so repetitive. I haven't bought a Madden since I don't even know. I think maybe I bought one Madden for PlayStation 4, and that was like one of the first ones. And I don't even know how long it's been since I bought that game. But now I play mostly. I do like Mario Party. We don't play it very often, but when we do, it's always fun. But right now, like for the most part, like Hogwarts is awesome. I mean, it's one of the best games I've ever played, and I really enjoyed Star Wars, Lego Star Wars. I just completed that.
Yeah.
So those kind of games, I guess they're not really role playing, right? Because role playing would be like Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy, I used to play those games all the time too, but man, it's just so complicated and so time consuming. And what would happen is if I don't play for 2 weeks, I have no clue what I'm doing. I just lose track and
yeah.
But
say that.
But yeah, right now Hogwarts is big on my list. The Last of Us I just started playing after watching the show. I really enjoyed that game too. Resident Evils back in the day were awesome. The first couple the first one was the best. There's more puzzles and that's the Resident Evil I liked. Yeah.
Those Resident Evils are going for mad money, the older ones. Now.
Keep them safe.
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to say we got a really nice comment in the chat from Real Brother 32. Just wanted you to know, Johnny Funko, I'm proud of you, my friend. Keep up the amazing work. Much love to Dee and Johnny.
Oh, thanks, Real Brother.
Really nice.
And then, hey, Slushland.
Yeah, Slushland. What effing wormhole did I fall into? All right. Nice to see you, Slushland. Okie doke.
Little J.
I told my wife to dress up as Vader and walk by. She just won't do it.
And we also got Little J Money Lifestyle Vlogs.
Welcome.
I think we said hi earlier, but if not, maybe not. Welcome.
What was your first video game console?
Oh, ColecoVision. Have you even heard of it?
Which one?
ColecoVision.
ColecoVision. No.
ColecoVision, guys.
I've never heard that ever.
It came out right after Commodore 64 and right before Atari 2600.
Oh wow, that's going back.
Like 81 or something.
It wasn't Atari from the 70s show when they're playing it?
Yeah.
That's the Atari one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Whoa, that's going back.
That's what I'm saying.
You're just a tad bit older than me, I guess. Right? Just a smidgen? To remember that. That's very cool. That was your very first one, eh?
Yeah. And it's funny too because they had Pac-Man was on it. Oh, it was so terrible. It was so terrible. It was like little lines. Like Pac-Man was literally like I think the character of a C. It was so bad. So bad.
Do you still have it?
I don't know. Probably not. I mean, I know I don't have it unless my brother has it. Dude, my mom threw away everything. It makes me sick to my stomach, to be honest with you. All my old Star Wars stuff. I had everything. Masters of the Universe, G.I. Joe. I had it all. And I don't know where any of it is. It kills me.
I had some systems and some really good toys that would be worth a lot of money today, and my mom did the same thing. She probably gave them away.
I had the classic Pokemon cards and the classic Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and they're all gone.
What happened? Your mom or dad?
I don't know.
Oh.
When we moved, and then they disappeared. I was like, oh, God.
You don't know till it's too late,
Yeah.
right? Well, we'll be smarter, right?
Yeah.
If we ever have kids and toys come out, we'll make sure we keep them
minty.
Well, I don't know. We'll try and keep them as mint, but not throw them away.
So our last and final question for our video games is: what's the worst game you ever played?
It can be any game. It doesn't have to be an old one.
Any game at all.
Yeah. God, what was the name of that game? Oh my gosh, what was the name of that game? Oh, I got it. It was called Solstice. It was Solstice. I'm pretty sure it was for Nintendo. Wow, just awful. You couldn't even do anything. It was one of those games like you're in a giant castle and like you have your huge TV, right? And the game is like that big on the screen. There's nothing there. And you literally just have this little cube and you just got to run around the room and try to figure out. And you go from room to room and you just go in circles. It's horrible. I do remember later in life, I remember using YouTube and beating that game finally. And you could beat it like, it's so dumb because you could beat it in like 10 minutes if you know the exact pattern. You literally had to figure out the exact pattern to do it. So dumb. Horrible game. Wasted so many hours on that.
You gotta give credit though. Back in the day, there, graphics and all that stuff, they were testing the waters, guys.
They were.
Don't be too hard on them. But I get what you're saying. Okay. So now we're gonna go into trivia.
Okay.
And we're gonna do Game of Thrones.
Are you ready for this?
I think so. We'll see.
You got this? All right.
Depends how far you guys dug for this.
We dug deep. Okay. HBO's Game of Thrones is adapted from what series of novels?
A Song of Ice and Fire.
A Song of Ice and Fire. Yes. Very good. Off to a great start. Okay. On which continent are the Seven Kingdoms located?
Westeros.
Westeros. Perfect. He's a teacher. I forgot. He has to remember facts. Oh, wait. No, you're a gym teacher, though, right?
True.
Okay. Do you have to teach, like, physical ed or whatever? Sex ed and all that stuff? Or do you just do gym, like, just the purely physical? Is there any testing?
It's like K5 phys ed. So it's basic skills.
Okay. He doesn't really have to.
Yeah, basic skills, leading up to team sports, that kind of stuff. Yeah.
That's still really cool. I love that.
Slushan, what's your question?
Oh, what? OnlyFans
question mark?
Who? Quick Draw does not have OnlyFans. Sorry. Just throw that in there. Okay. What military order defends the realm against threats from the north?
One more time. It was a little choppy.
Yeah. What military order defends the realm against threats from the north?
Oh, the Night's Watch.
The Night's Watch, yes. Beautiful. Okay. I was hoping he did like in 4K. Okay. Sorry, guys. Kind of got off track there. What wedding gift does Daenerys receive from Magister Illyrio Mopatis? Sorry, I butchered those names. Did I kind of sound correct there, or?
Yeah. 3 dragon eggs.
Dragon eggs, yes. So is it Daenerys? Did I say that right?
Daenerys.
Okay. And Illyrrio, Illyrio? Is that his name?
Yeah, a minor character. Doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Dead Zone.
Hey, Dead Zone. Nice to see you.
See you next Saturday.
Oh, yeah. See you next Saturday. I forgot. He's
our next guest.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Which Lannister is a dwarf?
Tyrion. Lannister, yeah. Tyrion.
Thank God he knows the answers. He's saying the names so much better for me. What pets do the Stark children adopt?
What kind of animal you said?
Yeah, what pets do the Stark children adopt?
Dire wolves.
Yes. Oh my God, he's on fire. How does Jaime Lannister cripple Bran Stark?
He pushes him out of a window, out of a tower.
Yeah, he does. He definitely does. Which of Ned's sons is believed to be a bastard?
Jon Snow.
Who?
Jon Snow.
Jon Snow, yes. Who dreams of a 3-eyed raven?
Bran Stark.
Yes. Oh man. Okay. What Dothraki warlord does Daenerys
Khal Drogo.
marry? Khal Drogo. Yes, that's right.
Wow. I heard it before you were done.
Yeah. He's good. He's good. He's making me look bad. Who is known as the King Slayer?
Jaime Lannister.
Yes. What does Arya name her sword?
Who was it? I'm
Arya.
sorry. Oh, Arya. Needle.
Yes. What disgraced lord helps Daenerys adapt a life among the Dothraki?
Which? Oh, Jorah Mormont.
Which disgraced lord?
Yeah,
Jorah Mormont. Yeah. Jorah Mormont. Yes. Which of Robert's Baratheon's counselor was a childhood friend of Catelyn Stark?
Peter Baelish, aka.
Yes. You can spell Peter a weird way. Who designs a special saddle for Bran?
Who makes it?
Yeah, who designs a special saddle for Bran? Yeah, who makes it? Yeah.
Jeez, who was that? That's a good one. Who designs it?
Yes, we stumped him.
Yeah, got him.
Who designs it?
Yeah, baby eyes. I know this.
I have a guess, but I don't think it's right. I really don't think it's right. It can't be him though. All right, I'll just so we can just get going here. I would just say
Starts with a T. How's that?
Is it Tyrion Lannister?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it's funny. I was gonna say that. I'm like, wait a minute though. Is he? I was trying to think if he was still there at that point. Yeah. Okay.
Does it make sense, kind of?
Oh yeah. No, it does. I was just like, it's been a while since I've seen season 1, and I'm like, is it? I couldn't remember.
Oh, okay. So it's season
but
1.
I knew it wasn't someone who was actually like lived there, and I was just trying to think. I'm like, I think it's Tyrion, but.
Okay, Slashland, you can ask a question at the end. We're almost there. Then I'll let you do that. And Simon also says, I jinxed him. Damn, sorry. Okay. Which Night's Watch recruit does Jon Snow protect from the other Watchmen's abuse?
Samuel Tully.
Yes, beautiful. What animal kills King Robert Baratheon?
Baratheon.
Baratheon. Thank you.
A boar.
A boar? Okay, it says a pig here, but boar's close.
It's a pig.
I know, it is a type.
Yeah,
I understand. But he's just so good at this, I have to give him half a point.
Yeah.
Just because. How does Khal Drogo kill Viserys? Sorry.
Yeah. He pours melted gold on his head and gives him a crown that he deserves.
Yeah, he kills him with gold on, or like hot metal or hot gold. Oh, that would kill him. Oh, but the irony behind it is, I guess this guy wants to be known as a king or something. He's like, oh, fine, you can be king, and then kills him. That's the irony behind it. Oh, that's interesting. Maybe this would be a cool show to watch. Okay, so you're done, and congrats. 94%, 95%.
Wouldn't it be 98? He got 1 wrong.
He got 2 wrong.
Oh, yeah, 2 wrong.
He
got 99.
But the thing is actually not correct, though. Boar is definitely correct there. I don't know why. It's definitely a boar.
Because I don't want to confuse my life.
Right.
All right. 98%. Congrats. You are a true fan.
Thanks.
Totally. Okay.
It's the highest record that we got on our channel.
Out of 72
out of 72 podcasts, that was the highest.
I have to say,
you really know your stuff.
Good. He knows this stuff. And other people are like, oh yeah, I love the show. And they're
and
like,
then they get like one or two right. And I'm like, I thought you liked the show.
Yeah. No, you did very well.
Yeah.
Okay, so does Slushland want to ask? He says, I would love to ask him a question. Do you still want to ask him a question?
I have an adult type question.
Okay, and to try and stump this master of Game of Thrones. Okay.
We'll allow it.
Baby Ice, awesome job, Headless.
Thank you.
Good job. All right, question. Which of these actors are circumcised? Kit Harington or Peter Dinklage? LOL. Okay.
I'm not sure if this is a third.
I wasn't so.
I mean,
this freaking nerd studied all week for this test. No, he didn't. He probably just knows.
Yes, I've been studying all week.
Okay, so now we're gonna go into randos. All right.
Okay.
So you don't have to think so hard now, or maybe, who knows? How long did it take to make that Star Wars Lego set? Looks like a ship, maybe the Millennium Falcon. We saw it on your TikTok. It's a great one. It's quite big.
The one right behind me, right here. This one right here. Right
there.
Oh my God! There it is.
There's two of them.
Okay, is that the Millennium Falcon? Did I get it right?
So that is the Star Destroyer, actually. Nope.
Wrong. Okay.
Yeah. So that's the Star Destroyer. That's like the Empire's main ship. So that took me like 4.5 months. But again, that's not working on it. That's not working on it like every single day.
Yeah, it's still very impressive.
It was fun. It was a good one. Yeah.
Did you get a lot of views? I didn't look at that part. Did a lot of people enjoy that? I think it was a short.
It's so funny, man, because I dropped this. I usually drop the same video on YouTube as a YouTube short now, and then I usually put the same thing on TikTok. But TikTok, you can spice it up, make it a little better. YouTube Shorts is so blah, right? But so that video has like 2K views on YouTube. On TikTok, I don't even think I've hit 300. I don't understand it.
Oh, wow.
I don't understand. I just don't. It's so weird. But then I'll put videos on TikTok where I'll get. Like I have one video that I have 7,000 views on TikTok. On YouTube, 34 views.
Yeah,
I don't understand it. I don't understand it. It just doesn't make sense.
I know you could rack your brain trying to understand it because we've had other friends say the same thing. Mm-hmm. I put all this effort into something and I got no views or very little.
Then he recorded a 5-minute video and
he's
got like 1,000 views.
He didn't
like,
care.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he didn't care about it. He's like, it's not my favorite. Yeah. And boom, a whole bunch of views. So I mean, it doesn't make sense. Don't rack your brain to figure it out.
Yeah, it's
just
really
have fun
odd.
making them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
definitely. Like I'm to the point now where I almost won't even make a short unless I go into the editing process of it, because if I just film something and just throw music to the background, nothing really happens and it's kind of boring. So now I don't drop as many shorts now because of that, but I definitely make them better, by taking a little more time. So.
Okay. Was Baby Ice leaving us? I think I said bye, baby.
Yeah, her show.
Okay, have a wonderful evening. Thank you for being in and supporting us and just hanging out on this Saturday night. Take care.
Victoria says YouTube is a strange
animal.
Yes, I agree.
Totally agree with that, guys. Like I said before, just enjoy, put them out. Always try and do your best on your videos anyway, your shorts, whatever. Don't be like, why is this happening with this one? Mm-hmm. Just don't. You'll drive yourself crazy, honestly. What kind of dogs do you own and their names and something special about them?
Yeah. Well, my one dog she's part Yorkie and part Bichon. So she's called the Yorkie Shan. Actually, today is her 13th birthday. She went and got a haircut today.
She's a gal.
She's like the brown, fluffier one, I guess. And if you go to my Instagram, I actually posted a picture of her today. She's got a haircut. The other one I have is a Toy Fox Terrier, and she will be 15 in July. and her name is Mandy.
Oh, 15. Oh, Mandy. I saw a husky or something.
Yeah, I thought it looked like a husky or something.
That's I don't know all dogs, but there were no. Maybe we just thought.
Yeah, we only do small dogs. They're much easier to carry. I'm trying to see if I can pull it up.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's something we saw. Maybe it was maybe we thought we were looking at his page, and there's, you know what I mean?
No, it was.
It was his page. Okay, because I'm confused now.
So let me think. A husky. If there was a picture of a husky, it's probably my stepson's. But I don't think it's really a husky.
There. Oh no, it's not a husky. Okay. No, but there's a picture. Go down below, right there. Oh look, isn't he cute? That looks like a big dog to me.
Oh God, no. Here, I think I can share this with you.
Oh, not a big doggy.
So there's Sammy.
That's so cute. You got to learn how to put pictures when you want to.
If I just shared that.
You got older.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they're definitely older.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so I go to. Oh, there she is.
So she got her little birthday scarfy thing on there. So that's one. That's Sammy.
Aww. Sammy.
And then.
That's cute. Oh, she did get a haircut.
She did get a haircut. And then let's see if I go back. I'm sure I have another one, the other one here. Oh, here she is. That might be the one you just showed.
Oh, okay,
actually.
You know what? That's
yeah. She's like, oh, she's
okay.
She's
So
tiny.
that's not a husky.
No, toy fox.
Certain pictures that
She
your dog.
looks big.
Yeah.
She looks big.
Yeah.
What was her name again?
That's Mandy.
Mandy.
So, you can see
Mandy
her
and
size
Sammy.
there. So she's not real big.
Oh my God, she's tiny.
Yeah, they're both about 11 pounds. Yeah, those are the girls.
Okay. That's so funny because I think it's just the angle and stuff, right?
We lost Ned Stark.
Oh, we did? Okay. Just have to wait a minute. But right? The view.
Yeah.
The view looked like.
It looked like a bigger dog.
Sorry, we lost you.
No, that was me. I do that like.
But just look at the dog.
But yeah, no, they're the girls.
Oh, okay.
They go everywhere with us. I mean, we take them to all the cons and just we drive them everywhere. Yeah, like I said, 15 and 13, and they're troopers. They're definitely troopers, and it does think that they're getting older. But they're both they're still in really good shape, I mean, Mandy is 15. She has a couple medical issues, but we have it well under control, and yeah, she just loves her sleep, loves her food. So that's always good because she still eats. So that's always the best part.
Love that.
As you get old, the dogs get older, you want to make sure they eat and drink. That's really the most important thing. So, but yeah.
It's a good sign. Just want to say bye to Victoria. Thank you for coming in and hanging out with us tonight. It was so nice to see you in the chat.
And enjoy watching The Last of Us.
Yeah, The Last of Us. That's an interesting
good.
show. I don't know what
It's based off the game, the video game, The Last of Us.
Oh.
The zombie game. Yeah.
Okay, then we'll enjoy that, my friends. And we also have Cammy. What's up? Thank you for joining us. Okay.
He came from Real Brothers channel.
Oh, okay, that's cool. Hey, if you're a friend of Real Brothers, is a friend of mine.
Yeah. Hey, Chase's Kingdom.
Hey there, Chase. Good to see you. Okay. Something special about them, both your dogs, and gosh, what's that?
Geez, something special. Well, Mandy's definitely my dog, and Sammy's definitely my wife's dog. I know that.
Okay.
I don't know. Something special is that they are probably the most spoiled animals in America. So here's a good story. So last year, we took them to San Diego Comic-Con, and you know they have. It's not a rough day because my wife's really. I mean, my wife is a trooper. She follows me on all this crazy crap. But she's a trooper because she'll go back. Mm-hmm. She'll go from the convention back to the hotel, 2 to 3 times a day, just to make sure the dogs are, taken care of and stuff. But so last year when we were there, we went to a restaurant, and we usually take the dogs out at night so they don't have to, because they're cooped up all day in the hotel room. So we do take them out at night a lot. And San Diego is very dog friendly. So we were trying to get a table at this pretty nice restaurant, and we were waiting for the outside seating, and it was just crazy busy. And inside the restaurant, so a lot of these restaurants on the West Coast, and even like in Florida, they don't really have windows per se. It's all open. They're like blinds or whatever, and they just open everything up because in San Diego it literally doesn't rain ever, and down in Florida it's kind of the same thing. It's never cold, so they don't have to worry about it. So anyway, so we're sitting there in the restaurant, and while we're waiting for the table. And I just happened to ask the hostess, I said, is there any chance where we can come sit in the restaurant with the dogs, but by the window? Because it's technically, it's technically still inside the restaurant. But she said, yeah, that's fine. She's like, we've had people do that before. I'm like, okay, cool. So we sit down, and usually when we go out to eat, they just get chicken. We get them unseasoned chicken, and they share a chicken breast, and they're happy. But this restaurant didn't have any chicken. It was all seafood. And I'm like, oh my God, I don't know what we're going to do. So we're kind of looking at the menu, and this is how spoiled they are. So they ended up getting and sharing a piece of like tuna, and they've never had that before. They've had a couple pieces of salmon here and there, but not much seafood. And when the server came over and delivered the food, they're like, oh, did somebody leave? And I got another dish of tuna. I'm like, no, that's for the dogs. And he drops it off and he goes, oh my God, your dogs eat better than I do. So I thought that was funny.
That's funny.
So did they actually eat the tuna? Did they enjoy it?
Oh my God, of course they did. They loved it. It's so spoiled. But yeah, okay. So we definitely spoil them. But our kids are growing up. They're both out of the house. So this is kind of like what we do. So
okay, I'll turn off my to make it better. Our connection's a little bit scratchy, guys. Just so I'll just
Funko PDX.
Hey Funko PDX, thank you for joining us. So can you just put it in the middle? Yeah, because our connection's kind of all of a sudden. Okay, what was the last show you binge watched?
Binge watch, so like all the way through.
Hey,
probably You on Netflix.
Mad. What was it? Sorry.
You on Netflix.
You.
You.
Just YOU.
That's what it's all it is.
Oh,
yeah, it's
okay. What's it about?
It's kind of like a lower bloody Dexter style show, I guess you can call it.
Oh, Dexter's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Nice. I like that.
It's about obsession and just so it's good. It's in the last season right now. So
wait, it's on Netflix. Maybe I can't watch it.
No, we can't.
Not right now. Anyway, we don't have Netflix.
Since the whole Netflix thing, we were sharing it with a friend, and now we can't. It sucks.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
Dude,
you got to be subscribed to this and that, and
yeah, I know.
We don't need to be. Want to be, but I mean, it's expensive to be subscribed to.
Yeah, like we have Disney Plus, we have Prime, we have a whole bunch. We don't want to,
Yeah, we got a bunch of other ones too.
Especially Prime, because
anyway,
you get delivery, makes it nice because you get the bonus,
Yeah, for sure. You're right. Didn't think about that until you said it.
Go ahead.
What's the most interesting fact you know?
The most interesting fact.
Yeah.
Boy.
be anything. Could be something you saw on Animal Planet. You know.
Yeah.
How it's made. I love those shows.
That's a tough question. Most interesting fact. I mean, it's probably just all my ridiculous. It's probably just all the ridiculous knowledge I have in Star Wars. Honestly, all the things that you would never think of. I mean, I don't watch the news. I don't know like world facts. I don't like world history. That's part of the problem.
Well, you don't have to watch the news.
Yeah, I know.
Like I said, could be anything. Like, did you know seahorses, the males are the ones that get pregnant, not the females?
I feel like I did know that. Now that you're saying that.
Yeah. Something like that. I was just giving an example.
Yeah. I'm drawing a blank on this one. I don't know.
Okay. No big deal, honestly. Nope. It's okay. Maybe you'll think of something later. Who knows?
Yeah.
What is the most uncomfortable conversation you've ever had?
Gosh. Honest, uncomfortable conversation. This is. I mean, I don't know if it's. Well, I mean, for me at the time, it was very uncomfortable. So I was probably going to, I think, 8th grade, and where I went to high school, the buildings were separated, right? So it was a 7, 8, 9 building, and then it was a 10, 11, 12 building. So we didn't have middle school. It was one huge building, but there was like 2 separate sides. And I remember going to 8th grade, and I remember this being like August, right? So school was getting ready to start. So I was like maybe 14 or something, and so me and my dad, we've had a decent relationship, but like I was always my mom, like, this is like old school parenting, like where my dad's the one who made the money and my mom had to check with my dad. It was very old school like that. And I remember telling my mom, I said, I really want to get these pair of Nikes. I never had a pair of Nikes in my whole life. And I really, really wanted a pair of Nikes for 8th grade. And she's like, well, I can't just spend that much money on them. Because, they're still back then even over $100. And so she's like, you got to go talk to your father. And I remember just sitting in the kitchen, waiting for my dad to come home from work. And he comes home and he's like, oh, you doing your homework? I'm like, yeah, just, whatever. And then I follow him into the bedroom, and I had to sit there and explain to him, well, why I wanted a pair of $120 tennis shoes when I was 14 for 8th grade. Dude, I remember that I was so nervous. And this is so funny because I definitely don't have that relationship. I don't have that kind of relationship with my dad nowadays at all. But back then, I just remember being so worried about it because my parents didn't really buy me that kind of stuff. They as far as clothes wise, like, I was never able to get that stuff. So that's I did. I got a job when I was early, and like when I was 15, I was able to start working with, get paid under the table, and I was able to actually buy the things I wanted in high school. And but yeah, that was like the one time I finally got my dad to agree to give me these shoes. So that was, I would say that honestly, it sounds a little weird, and but
no, not at all. It would be really hard. I could see in the way you're talking about how it sounds you kind of grew up. It would be, I could see it being difficult, I think, talking to your dad, and he'd be like, why do you need those $120 pair of shoes? Oh, what's wrong with a good pair of $10 shoes or whatever? That sort of mentality, I guess, eh?
Yep. He'd be like, we used to have these stores called Zehrs. Oh my gosh, that was really in a while. He's like, why can't your mom just take up the Zehrs? They have them for $10 up there.
Because these ones are cool, Dad.
Come on. I need the air pockets. Let's go.
Yeah. But hey, he bought them for you, so you must have coerced him very well, or gave him your case very well. Defended your case.
I was a pretty good kid overall. I never really asked for that kind of stuff, so I think that coming from my mouth, he probably was a little bit shocked. Like I would rather have asked him to buy me a video game or a new baseball glove or something like that, rather than something that, I would just basically wanted because of school, all that peer pressure and all that kind of crap. But yeah, so yeah.
That was a really good story. I actually enjoyed that.
We have a question from Chase's Kingdom. What's your favorite go-to music to listen to?
It's a good one. I like that.
It's a tough question because I do listen to a lot of different genres. If I had to go with one, like if I really like for example, if I'm gonna go work out, like I can throw on Disturbed, like hands down, easy.
Yeah.
I gotta listen to Disturbed, little Godsmack, even that kind of stuff. But I listen to country, I listen to pop, I listen to some like 80s and 90s rap. I don't really listen to rap nowadays as much. Some hip hop a little bit still, but yeah, Disturbed is one of my favorite groups. Put on a hell of a concert too. So
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
Wish they had the pops.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna have to fight you on that.
Disturbed and System of a Down. Those pops I want so freaking bad.
Oh my god.
Well, I find it hilarious. I find it hilarious because I am a huge Garth Brooks fan. Because I did in my teen years, or even when I was in my 20s, when I worked at a steakhouse, and dude, all they did was play this damn country music. Did you literally have no choice but to become a country music fan because that's all you hear. and I did. I've seen Garth Brooks in concert probably a dozen times at this point. And I just cannot believe that Funko has not made a Garth Brooks Funko Pop. It blows me away, honestly.
He's a well-known country singer. He's a very well,
like friends. I think they're just dipping.
Like Friends in Low Places.
I think they're just dipping in the country.
Yeah.
No, I
but
pretty sure
because they just Dolly Parton they did stuff.
Yeah, they just made Dolly. Yeah. But I mean, he's
and your mom is top of the world. She can't wait to get one.
My mom's super happy with that.
Dolly Parton.
She loves Dolly.
Listen here, quick.
Just want to say hi to Funk Illuminati.
Hey, Funk Illuminati. Nickelback. Why does everybody pick on Nickelback? Oh my god.
Because he knows that he used to listen to Nickelback. He knows.
He knows songs. I mean, I don't hate them. I don't think there's any band I really hate. But I don't like go. Yes, I'm gonna put on Nickelback.
I hate Bon Jovi.
Bon Jovi. That's your dad's fault.
That's my dad's fault because he played that too much at the house when I used to play them.
When he was a kid, it's like that was
every day.
Okay. All right. Favorite sleeping position.
Sleeping position.
That just actual sleep. Yeah.
Definitely a side.
Back, front, side.
Yeah.
You're a side sleeper. Do you have like a body pillow too? Me too.
I don't. I actually have a pillow that I actually went online and I custom made it because I'm a
you did?
I did. I'm a terrible sleeper. And sometimes the pillows you buy, even at like Bed Bath and Beyond or something like that, they're fine in the beginning, but then they just, it's just like any pillow. They get soft and then it gets too soft. And I don't want it also too hard. But yeah, I had to answer like 30 questions on this quiz for this pillow. And they just make it based on your answer. And it's awesome. Absolutely amazing.
It's decent. Is this with Purple or with one of those companies? I know there's one called Purple. There's
I don't know.
Sleep Country. I don't know, but because I want to know for future because my pillow's good still, but I didn't get it custom made. If I could get a custom made one. Oh, I do have one pillow though that's bamboo and one side is cooling. It actually for whatever reason. Because I hate being overly warm when I'm asleep. It drives me crazy. It keeps me up.
Funko Illuminati has a question. Have you seen Moose Knuckle 5?
Oh, God.
It's a Canadian band.
No.
Poor Johnny.
Sorry.
Wait a minute.
Moose Knuckle 5 is a thing that everybody made up for us. It's like our band from Canada.
Yeah, and if Funko Illuminati's asking that, just so you know, you're part of that band.
Yeah, I know.
We've decided you're in that band.
And then Quick Draw says anytime Journey comes on turns the channel. I like Journey. Why?
Journey's good.
Are you hating on Journey?
Journey is good. Yeah.
Are you hating on Journey?
God.
Johnny, we need a hero to save us.
I haven't seen. I gotta write that down. I want to Journey songs. I haven't listened to them in forever.
So good.
I know. He clearly doesn't have a good hearing.
Don't say that. Okay.
Anyway, okay. Would you rather be shocked electrically, like, shock from an outlet or something, or like when people get their feet all over the carpet and then shock you, those little tiny shocks, or every minute for a day, or tickled in your most ticklish spot constantly for half a day? One is constant, one is on the hour, or every minute, sorry, for a day, being shocked.
Tickled for half a day straight?
Yeah, half a day straight constantly. I wonder if you'd still be ticklish after that, in that spot.
There's Simon.
Is tickling more annoying, or is being shocked more annoying?
Yeah, I guess I'll take the tickling.
You take the tickling? For half a day? Oh gosh, okay.
I got shocked one time. I hated it. Even though
really?
It still hurts.
On an outlet, it feels very awkward. I don't
Makes
like
your
it.
thing
It tingles afterwards.
Like,
when you've shocked me, when you touch me, it's just like whatever, right? But anyway, okay. Oh God, Simon. If I had a nickel for every terrible Canadian rock band, I know I'd get a list and Nickelback. Oh, dad joke. Eric, he's showing you up.
That's a true dad joke.
That's a good one. That was a good one. I gotta admit, Simon. Okay. We also noticed on your TikTok, I think it was, right? That you have a pretty cool looking car. So we were wondering, are cars a passion of yours?
Passion. So like when I was in high school, I always wanted a Mustang, and my stepfather worked for Ford. So I was always a Ford person. And I was never allowed to get a Mustang when I was younger because the insurance was ridiculous and I wasn't paying for it. So when I got my teaching job, the first thing I did was I went out and got a Mustang, and it was the most basic Mustang you could ever get, but it was still a Mustang, red and everything, the whole thing. And then I upgraded that to a GT, and then this is years later, obviously, and then I ended up selling the GT after about 5 years, and because my car was still worth quite a bit, and I was able to get a California Special GT, which was pretty much more or less my dream car, because I'm not really big into I like going fast and all that kind of stuff, but I don't need it to look like a Boss, or even like a Roche, or or Shelby, even for that matter. I mean, and you're also talking those cars are could be upwards of $80,000. And yeah, so then what I decided to do is, because I actually had my California Special Mustang. I had that car for 11 and a half years. It was beautiful not having a car payment for 5.5 years. It's amazing, but I was getting close to the 100,000 mile mark on it, and because I don't really drive all that much, I only put about 8,000 miles in my car a month, really. And I just, I absolutely hate going to the gas station. And I decided that I wanted to go electric. So I bought the Mach-E, and I have not been to the gas station since January 4th, which has been fantastic. So to call it obsession, probably not. I really have always liked the Mustang, and I pretty much have owned the Mustang for the last 21 years. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so then this is a follow-up question.
Sure.
What do you love most about your electric Ford Mustang? I think that's the one we saw.
Yeah.
The blue one?
That's the blue light.
Yeah. It's a really nice looking car. What is it? What's the feature you like the most? I guess. What do you like the
I
most?
don't have to go to the gas station.
Is it seriously? That's your favorite thing about it?
There's nothing worse for me than working all day and then I get in the car and it tells me I have like 15 miles left. I will literally go home and I would be like, I'll just do it tomorrow. That's how much I hate going to the gas station. Yeah, I hate it. And like I said, I haven't had to pull into a gas station in 2 months, and it's been absolutely amazing. Beside that, car is fast as shit because it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's like a roller coaster the way it takes off. It's like when I test drove it, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe how fast it was. I mean, you can get to 60 miles per hour in less than like 2 seconds. It's crazy.
Oh wow.
It's like I said, it's like a roller coaster.
But okay, so I have 2 questions about the electric though. Do they have enough of those places to plug in? I don't see them around like in Canada. I don't see them on every corner or whatever. Like I seen one.
But you can get one connected to your inside
your house.
In your house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess that's what you did, right?
Yeah. So I got.
And then
it runs on a 220 line. I'm not sure if that's the same thing in Canada or not, but basically it's the same outlet as your dryer or washer. And I basically just plug it in usually every other day, and it takes like 4 to 5 hours to charge it all the way up, so it's not bad. As far as chargers go in the areas, so way out west, by Vegas and California and Arizona, all that kind of stuff, there are definitely a lot more stations out there. But basically, so I have a Ford app that is basically my entire car. It's my key. You can click a couple buttons and you can tell it where you're going. So for example, I'm meeting Adam at a Beer Pop. I'm meeting him down at Lexington Con in a couple weeks. So I've been I've been trying to see where am I going to charge it, because I'm not going to be able to make it all the way down there without charging. And so basically you hit the button on the thing, you tell it where you're going, and it'll tell you basically where your best bet to stop is. And even if it's wrong in the estimation, once the car gets down to 50 miles left, the car will tell you where to go. It will direct you and say you need to go here and charge. So it's not as bad as you would think.
Okay, that's actually pretty cool though.
Yeah.
Just thinking about that for future,
Yeah.
What is your grossest behavior you are willing to admit to?
My grossest behavior. My grossest behavior. Probably just like, I don't know, biting my fingernails all the time. I don't know how gross that is, but that I seriously, I've tried and tried to stop doing it. I just can't, because I hate the feeling of the clippers under my nails. Like I actually went to get. Oh, dude, I can't stand it. It drives me nuts. I went to get my wife's like, well, why don't you try to get like a manicure? And I'm like, because I can do pedicures with no problem. Like toenails don't bother me. But when that metal part, it drives me absolutely crazy. And so I tried a manicure. It wasn't terrible the way she did it, but I'm also not paying, I'm not paying $20 some for someone to come clip my nails. Like I just bite them off. So
that's not too bad.
No, but my wife does get mad at me. Like, okay, so this is the gross part. So on long trips, like when we go and drive, she's like, I can't even drive it because all you have is your damn fingernails all over the ground. I'm like, I'll suck them up when we get there. Don't worry about it.
Oh,
so maybe that part's gross. I don't know. Now, I don't do that in my car though.
Only in hers.
Only in hers.
He's sitting there biting his fingernails, just spitting them around the car. That's a good one. Okay. What would your pet dog say to you if they started talking?
I want food. Where's my food?
I want food.
That's all they want is their food.
Okay. Which Funko, if they came to life, would you want to party with?
Oh, man.
Only one.
So
good choice.
I don't know. I don't know if you guys have seen this movie. It's a little older. I'm sure you've heard of it, but probably Ash from the Evil Dead. You guys ever seen
You know
Evil
that?
Dead?
No.
I've seen clips, but I know who he's talking about.
Yeah, it's an old movie. It's back from the 80s. Sam Raimi, Ramney, is that how you say his name? The same dude who directed the newer Spider-Man movies with Tobey Maguire. Newer, sort of like 5 years old at this point. But the same guy who directed this. And Ash, he's a great character. I recommend watching The Evil Dead. It's such a good movie. You got to remember, it's 81, so you're talking, it looks a little cheesy.
Okay, no, I like cheese. It's good.
A little claymation in parts, but it's a really good.
Down. I'm trying.
Yeah,
at least once.
I like to hang
Okay,
out
have you ever cheated on?
Better what?
Have you ever cheated on a board game?
Fuck yeah.
I thought he was gonna say no. Of course not. I wasn't expecting that. You have? No one knew you were cheating? Did you get away with it?
Probably.
I
mean, Monopoly? Monopoly, when I'm the banker, I need an extra couple $100 when I pass go. Let's go.
Oh, wow. That's funny. Okay. He's honest. He's an honest guy. With which mythological creature would be the worst roommate?
The worst roommate?
My quick draw.
Yeah, quick draw. Thanks for coming in. Always good to see you. Yeah. Which mythological creature would be the worst roommate?
I mean, I'd probably be a little afraid of a Pegasus because of those wings, man. He spreads those wings out, you're in trouble. A unicorn, though, too, just because of the fact of that horn. But wake up in the middle of the night, go get something to drink or something. But I mean, a mythosaur. What's that? A mythosaur? Mythosaur? Is that what they're called? The half man, half.
Mythological.
Just say
to Robbie B. Poppin and Killaholic. Hey there.
Hey guys.
Nice to see you. Sorry, go ahead. So unicorn and Pegasus. So you're going with okay.
Or
you wouldn't want a demon of some sort in your a demon of some sort in your house.
I don't know the demon names though. I'm trying to think of their names. Yeah. What would it be? I'm thinking. All I can think of right now is Clash of the Titans in my head. When you say that.
Okay.
All right. So Medusa. I don't want Medusa. Isn't she one of them?
Oh man, she turned you to stone. Yeah. You look at her by accident. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Dead or not dead.
What about Bigfoot? He would stink like.
You think he'd stink?
He would stink so bad.
Bigfoot might be kind of cool. I got a bodyguard now.
True. I can't think of one I wouldn't like to have as a roommate, but as I would like as a roommate is maybe a gargoyle.
How about the
protect you?
The Irish, the one in the water.
Oh,
Loch Ness.
That serpent creature. The Loch Ness monster. Yeah. That would be hard to. What are you gonna stick him in the bathtub? You have to have like a huge.
You can put that guy.
Right? That would be pretty cool. All right. Very cool answers, guys. Okay, on your TikTok, you show a mixed drink, and it's smoking. Oh, yeah. What mixed drink is it? And is that bar you visit like a regular place you go?
So that was actually in Florida. That was the first. No, it's not. I mean, we one time, okay. But basically, what it is, it's an old fashioned. They call it a smoked old fashioned. So what they do is they make the old fashioned and they put it in the smoker, and then that's why I always take videos of them because when you open the door, you can see all the smoke. It looks cool. But yeah, that's basically what that is. It's smoked old fashioned.
That was cool. Yeah. I loved that. I was like, his drink is smoking. Holy crap! What is this? It was really cool.
If you like bourbon, it's a good drink.
No bourbon, but still cool looking.
Yeah. So we have 3 more questions to end the show off. What is your biggest fear in life?
My biggest fear. I mean, Probably dying. I hate when I think about it. It's
the actual act of dying.
Yeah, like what is there afterwards? Like I'm not a super religious person by any means. But yeah, like what happens? It's I always find myself in a weird place when I started thinking about it. So I try not to think about it very much. But
because it's unknown, you don't know. Is that why? Because you
like
don't
what
have
happens? Just like what happens? Is it just nothing? Like literally nothing. It's a weird feeling when I think about it. I hate thinking about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So our next question is
beside that.
Oh, okay.
It would be spiders. Because I tell my wife to come kill them, or I get the vacuum cleaner. Freaking hate it.
Okay.
I definitely have arachnophobia.
Really, arachnophobia.
Yeah.
Spiders aren't that bad.
Don't ever go to Australia.
Yeah, they got big monster spiders. Monster spiders. Okay.
So our second last question is: do you have any questions for us?
Questions for you? Yeah, I have a question. So I want to know what your guys' first Funko Pop was, or at least what got you into collecting, because you guys have a ton of pops.
Hers was Harley Quinn. Games game exclusive.
There we go.
Oh,
EB
there you
Games.
go. Okay.
And it was EB Games.
Yeah.
And,
there.
And mine was Gaara from Naruto.
Okay.
Gaara?
All right.
I'm not gonna pull him.
Is he way up high?
He's right there. Yeah.
Oh, I see him. Yeah. Okay. That was a good one.
Yep.
And I have another question too.
Okay.
Because I just did this last weekend. So, do you go around and clean up every single one of your Funko Pop boxes because of dust?
I do.
Yeah, turned it away.
She doesn't.
I do not. I just cut off. I kind of just answered your question. And I was like, damn, there's not a dust.
Funny you said that because I knew I was going to ask it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
no, I do not. I have to be more diligent on that, but I'm not. There's just too many of them, and you have to go in between. And
do you have them all in protectors?
For me, every month. Mine are almost all of them are in protectors. D is only her exclusives are in protectors.
Okay.
No, look at all your. You don't have them all in protectors.
Most of these are in protectors. This is in protector. This one's in protector. These are in protectors. They are in protectors. My whole Demon Slayer are in protectors.
Yeah, but your music ones
are all in protectors as well.
All of them?
Most of them, yeah. I'm not gonna say all of them, but most of them are.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
You've been doing this when I'm not looking.
Every time I get a new Funko, I have massive amounts of protectors over there. You know that.
Over the top.
Every con I go to, I get 20 protectors.
What's the place that you go to get it? What's it called? Do you remember?
I don't know. It's a company that goes to cons. I don't know.
Yeah, we have a couple of their bags, but you love that, and it's the same people each time. They recognize you.
Yeah, they recognize me now.
They go, we'll get you some, no problem. But he's got crazy amounts of those protectors. Yeah. And you went from the really flimsy ones
to very thick
to nice ones, like decent. We didn't know that at one point that there's different.
Yeah, quality. We're buying GameStop. EB Games protectors, and they're very thin. And I didn't like that.
And they're bumpy on the top sometimes.
And the company one time at a con, and I was like, "Oh, these are thicker, nicer. They fold a little bit more better.
They're more solid.
They're solid, yeah.
Yeah, they're really, really cool."
Yeah, I basically just at this point I've almost transferred all of my now. The ones I don't have in hard cases or pop shields into those vaulted vinyl ones because they're fantastic. I love them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you need to do yours because I'd say 90% of them are signed or 98% of them are signed, right?
Yeah.
You should have them
all the signed ones are either in a hard stack. Like I have the vaulted vinyl air displays. You guys know what those are, right? Like you have the 9 pieces, and you can put 9 pieces in there, basically. Yeah, so those fit. So those all the old Funko Pop protectors I have, those fit in there. So that's what I use those for because I hate those protectors, but at least they stay together in those cubes, or whatever. And then like this one is actually where I have Headless. This is that stupid. I don't know if you can see that, but that's the vaulted vinyl one. It's a $30 protector. Yeah. It's I bought 2 just to do a YouTube video on it. So I have this and my Sith Trooper in those. But yeah, the pop shields are awesome though. I mean, they're only a couple of hours more than the Funko ones. So I just buy those for really, really good pops. But yeah, I was just asking because I cleaned this entire room, and then I have a basement full of everything else. This is just Star Wars up here. Everything else is in the basement. Dude, it took me like 5 hours last week to clean everything. Like I have like my little microfiber cloth, spraying a little Windex, just wiping. Oh my gosh, it took forever. So I was just curious.
Okay. No, I might get one of those Swiffer duster things that magnetized. It's magnetized and just go.
Yeah, those are nice. Yeah.
You know. But yeah, it's something I have to do now. You have reminded me of that.
Chase's Kingdom. Yeah, I love that sticker too. We will never see that sticker anymore.
What is it?
No more EB Games.
Oh, okay.
It's like always dig the stickers with the leaf. That's the EB Games.
The EB Games Canada.
But no EB Games.
That's the last one.
GameStop took over, so now we get
the last you'll see them. Yeah.
Now we get these ugly GameStop stickers that I freaking hate. Have no style.
Yeah. Not happy, eh?
Mm-hmm.
That's funny. Okay.
You know what the GameStop sticker looks like.
I'm looking for one.
It's just a red circle.
No, I know what it is. I just wanted to show everybody, but I don't see one.
So our final and last question is: do you have anything to promote? Any up and coming lives you want to talk about?
What's going on with
any up and coming projects?
Yeah. So actually, tonight will be our first one. Actually, here in about a half an hour, we're going live. So me, and Adam over from Beer to Pop, and Ryan Milky, we've decided that we're going to start a new series on Saturdays. It's gonna be once a month, and we're gonna rotate channels, and we're gonna just be inviting people on, and we're doing it's called Bricks and BS. And we're basically just building Legos, BSing, drinking some beers, just hanging out. We've done it a couple times already, and now we've kind of just come up with a name. And I just got done making a video, and the video will be going up at 8:30 before we go live. It's like a new intro little video thing, and so we're excited for that. So that's starting. We're starting that tonight. I'm not sure if Adam's going to be there though, just because I guess he got hit too with these huge storms, and I think he said his internet is still out. But I know
he got
but I know Dan's gonna be on. Quick Draw is gonna be on. PDX is gonna be on. Robbie's gonna be on. Charles from Papa, Missouri. So we have a nice big group that we're all gonna be building Legos tonight. So that's something new that we're starting tonight. And then my usual lives are 7 o'clock on Sundays. That's usually when I go, and you can see that. And I drop videos throughout the week. And live stream games every so often. No real schedule on that. Usually Wednesdays I do try to do The Last of Us because I'm trying to like play along with the television series. I'm probably like an episode behind right now in the gameplay, but it's fun. It's a good game. I never really played it when it came out, so I'm glad that show came out because I do enjoy the game a lot. So, but yeah.
Okay. That's cool. The one that you're doing tonight, you're going to do Legos, right? You were mentioning that you wanted to buy Legos the other day to maybe join them one time in the future.
Yeah, I just got a set of it's a Gengar figure, but it's made out of Lego, and I'm excited to build that.
Yeah, they're fun. I mean, my first Lego set I ever bought as an adult was last year on Star Wars Day, May 4th. And I bought the I think I just did a video on this a YouTube short. It's the Sand Speeder, Luke's Sand Speeder from A New Hope, and that was my first one. It was a couple thousand pieces. That one took me a while too because I didn't really know exactly what I was doing. And then I bought 2 huge sets since, and right now I'm working on I got the first 3 bags done. I bought the Harry Potter castle, so you can kind of see there's.
Ooh. Yeah, he's got the base done in a little bit.
But I know the base is much bigger than this. This is a huge one. And then on the live, I figured stick with the Mandel theme.
Oh wow!
I'm gonna be doing Mandel's the new one. I still think that the Razor Crest will make a comeback at some point, though. I really do. At least I hope. I think that's a pretty cool ship. So
we should get you a challenging one for next time. So you can join. Is it on your channel tonight?
It is on. So it's on Ryan Milky's channel tonight.
Ryan's Milky's tonight. Okay, so we could check that out at 8:30.
8:30. Yep.
Okay. Sounds good.
Thank you for being on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Really appreciate it. This has been another episode of the Funko Friends podcast. Final words?
Yeah, just want to say thank you to the chat for coming in and hanging out with having some laughs. Hope you have a good rest of your weekend. See you next Saturday.
For
who is it? Oh crap. I forgot.
Dead Zone.
Dead Zone.
Dead Zone. Thank you.
There we go.
I was thinking we're having a lady, but the lady's after.
That's after our break.
Yes. Okay, Dead Zone next weekend. All right, guys?
All right, bye, guys.
See you later.
All right, thanks, guys.
Take care.